It all has to do with the quarantine guidelines for schools. And remember, those only changed for adults when more people became fully vaccinated. But not all students are eligible for the vaccine. And some parents whose students are eligible tell me they are not ready for their students to get the shot.
He's devastated. He's going to miss his tryouts tonight for soccer. He's been looking forward to that. And now it could potentially impact his brother and sister if he tests positive.
David Basevsky's son is quarantined and can't go to school for 2 weeks because he's been exposed to COVID-19. 95 students at Weddington High School are also quarantined and out of school because they're close contacts of 6 students at the school who tested positive for COVID-19.
It's going to be back to, video time and phone time, which is just really terrible and definitely not something that we support.
Schools are different from workplaces in quarantine guidelines. Union County Public Schools follow state guidelines, which say the CDC is still recommending 14 days of quarantine for close contacts at schools. That time can be reduced if someone does not have symptoms or test negative for COVID. But that's very different from workplaces, where when someone is fully vaccinated and exposed to COVID-19, they don't have to quarantine unless they're having symptoms. The big difference here is vaccinations, which aren't even an option for school-aged kids under 16.
We'll talk with her about also seeing about vaccinations, but admittedly, I think a lot of the younger children, the teens, aren't necessarily as concerned as some of the adults about it.
I mean, for the old folks, I get it. If there's pre-existing conditions. But not for my young ones. I'm not ready to do that.
Now, Union County Public Schools tell me they are not keeping track of how many students and teachers get vaccinated. Live in the newsroom, Robin Kennedy, Fox 46.